All right, let's take a look at estimating our products to see how reasonable our answer is. So let's start with the factors of 314 times 236. Now before I solve that, I'm going to write these factors over here horizontally, and I'm going to estimate underneath. Now here's my estimation symbol. It's kind of like a squiggly equal sign. So if I wanted to estimate 314, I would estimate that to be 300. And I want to multiply that by 236, and I'm going to estimate that to be 200. Now I can use my powers of 10 with highlighting zeros. 3 times 2 is 6, and my answer would be 60,000. So that's my estimated answer or product. Now I'm going to go ahead and find the actual product. And 6 times 4, 24. 6 times 1 is 6, and 2 is 8. 6 times 3 is 18. Swab the deck, drop the bomb, capture the captain. All right, let's go with now my tens place. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 1 is 3, and 1 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. I'm done with that place, so I'm going to swab the deck, drop 2 bombs, capture my captain, and I'm going to move on to my hundreds place. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3, 6. Add them all together. And I've got 10 there. 8 and 8 is 16, and 4, that's an easy 10. That's 20 and 21. 9 and 10, 12, 14. Here my 1. 74,104. And I look at my estimate, which was 60,000. And I say, are those close? Is that a reasonable answer based on my estimate? And I would say, yeah, those are pretty close. I didn't end up with like 74 and say, no, that's totally not reasonable. Okay, now I'd like you to try this one with me. So let's write this number down. 4,902 times 408. Go ahead and write that on your paper. Now let's estimate these two products first, because that's our first step. We want to estimate to see the reasonableness of our answer. So we're going to rewrite these going horizontally. So rewrite 4,902 times 408. And put your little estimation sign down. And right underneath these two products, we're going to estimate them. So 4,902, I'm going to always estimate to the first place value I have. And that's going to estimate to what? If you said 5,000, you're right. Write that down. Times 408. Now you might think 8 tells the 0 to bump up to a 1, so it would be 410. But remember, we always want to round to our first place value when we're just doing a quick estimate to see the reasonableness of our answer. So this would round to what? If you said 400, you were right on. Now let's go ahead and multiply these together. I'm going to highlight my zeros, and I've got how many zeros? 5. And 5 times 4, 20. And then I'm going to put my commas in. And that would estimate to 2 million. Wow, that's a big one. So let's go ahead and do our multiplying now. I want you to multiply it with 3. So let's do 8 times 2 is 16. Carry my 1. 8 times 0 is 0, plus the 1 is 1. 8 times 9, 72. Keep your numbers lined up with your place value. 8 times 4, 32, plus 7, 39. Okay, let's swab the deck, drop the bomb, capture the captain. Now our next place is the tens place, but we have a 0 there, right? So we know that we can just cross out that 0 and drop another bomb to keep our place value, right? Because we're moving on to the hundreds place. So let's go ahead and multiply this together. And 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 0, don't forget that 0 there. 4 times 9, 36. 4 times 4, 16, plus the 3, 19. Now let's go ahead and add it up together. 6 and 0, 1 and 0, 8 and 2, 10. Carry the 1, 9 and 1, 10. 6, 7, and 3 is an easy 10. Carry my 1, 9 and 1, 10. And 1 and 1, 2. Wow. So let's do our place values here. We've got the thousands placed there and the millions placed there. And 2,016,000. Is that reasonable based on what we estimated? We estimated we would get about 2 million. 2,016,000, right on. So that's a reasonable estimate. Now I would like you to write this one down, pause the video, and solve it. And the number is going to be 1,882 times 296. Go ahead and write that down. Pause the video now and solve it. Okay, now before I show you the answer, I want to make sure that you estimated first. So if you forgot to estimate, go ahead and write that down now. 1882 times 296. Put your squiggle down to estimate. And if you estimated it correctly, if you didn't, pause it now. If you did, go ahead and check with me. You should have gotten 2,000 times 300, and that would be 600,000. And then we check with our answer was 557,072. And are they reasonable? Yes, they are. 557,000 is reasonable to 600,000.